They gotta do something about these long episodes. I'm Charles Rentham with my review of AEW Dark. This had 11 matches and went about 91 minutes. That's 30 minutes too long. It should be an hour, and that should be it. I know they're trying to drive traffic on their YouTube channel, and they're trying to get attention for lesser-known talents, people that can maybe earn a contract if they can get some exposure on Dark. And there have been some that have impressed me over the year that they've been doing Dark. It's been, more good than bad, more of a blessing than a curse. But this just had way too many squash matches. It's like competitive matches, squash matches, a good mix, but it's 7 to 8 at the most. That's really all you need to fucking do. So, Excalibur, Taz, and Ricky Starks on commentary. Starks leaves after the 4th match, I believe. We start off with Cody's Nepotism Project getting an opportunity in the ring. Oh boy, we're starting off really, really flat here. Against Kenzie Page. Kenzie Page can get better. She's young, but she can get better. Brandy is fucking rotten and will never get any better. And she hits the pump kick, shot of Brandy for 3. Anna Jay tries to attack her. Red Velvet comes down. No, I will make the save. So, okay, they're involving Red Velvet more. She's impressed me with what she's done on Dark and a couple episodes of Dynamite. Good for her. Brandy is still fucking rotten. So, Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy, Jurassic Express with the midget. They couldn't find a babysitter for the runt, apparently. Against Ray Rosas and Eric Watts, who was on a recent episode of Primetime Live, I believe, against Eli Drake. So, Battle of the Giant Hair, a lot of giant hair in this. It was okay. I mean, it went a couple minutes too long, but Watts got a chance to shine. Ray got more of a chance to shine in this than he did in the previous match that he was on Dark. Pop-up cutter for 3. And then we get 30 Years of Jericho, a plug talking about his alignment with Luther, or his history with Luther, if you will, and the fact that he worked with him in Japan, and then, Luther worked with various legends in Japan and on the indies, which good for him. Luther still should not be signed by AEW, but good for him. I mean, just for fuck's sake, this guy offers nothing, but they're trying to drum up some interest here. They're trying to do whatever they can to get people interested in Jericho and Hager versus Chaos Project, Serpentico and Luther, for 30 Years of Jericho tomorrow. So, okay, it was what it was. I have to beat Luther. I have to. Jericho's stock has really gone down dramatically in like the last number of months. It's like he just doesn't care anymore. So, Anthony Bowens and Lee Johnson versus Chaos Project. Luther screams a lot, and he's not any good. The other 3 are fine. Taz at one point talking about it because the bloody handprints that are on Luther's tights. So him and Starks were talking about that. And, he's chopping meat and the bloody handprints are there or whatever. Oh, no, he's double jointed, and then talks about his third eye. He talked about Luther's double jointed wrist and third eye. I can't make this up even if I tried to. Double knees off the top, pins, Bowens, who I actually think has a pretty good look. And I think Lee Johnson's pretty talented as well. Anthony has clearly lived in the goddamn gym. That's not a knock. He's got a good look. Hopefully they'll bring him back to Dark. So we get Will Hobbs versus Ryzen. Last Will and Testament Spinebuster, I believe that's what they called it for 3. It's a hell of a goddamn Spinebuster. And Ryzen, not all that bad either. Has a pretty good look as well. But Will Hobbs, they really have something with him. So we then get Eddie Kingston yelling about Sonny Kiss and Janela not taking things seriously and how they're going to get beat up by the Lucha Bros, which I actually thought was going to be on Dynamite. Nope, it's the main event of Dark. They are letting Joey Janela main event a show. Fucking hell. And nothing against Sonny Kiss, but I'll talk about that here in a little bit. John Silver with the Dark Order. Evil Uno of the Dark Order with versus QT Marshall with Dustin. I don't care how talented everybody is in the Dark Order. They have their fans, it's fine. I'm not a fan of them. Matches work just fine, but I don't like the Dark Order stable. I don't. To me, it's the worst thing going on in AEW that isn't named Brandy Rhodes. QT does a cool superplex spot, and then we get a distraction with Dustin and Evil Uno on the stage fighting to the back. And the referee apparently thinks that even though this is well outside the match, he needs to be distracted. Then everybody runs in. It's like, I think it was like 10, a whole bunch of others run in the goddamn ring. And then Silver hits some kind of spinning bomb, 1, 2, 3. QT got a few cutters in, but whatever. It is what it is. So John Silver wins. Woohoo. So David Ali and Cesar Bononi versus Brian Pillman Jr. and Griff Garrison. Does Griff Garrison have a supernova in his entrance? That's what I wrote down. Action's fast-paced. Ali's not that bad. Bononi has a good look as well. I would like to see them give him more opportunities. Eventually, maybe give him a contract down the road. And Era Pillman variation, 1, 2, 3. Ali gets pinned. Pillman Jr. and Garrison, I like them as a team. So, Skylar Moore versus Big Swole. Big Swole with Black Lives Matters armbands, that is. And if you have a problem with her wearing BLM armbands, oh well, too fucking bad. It's good to bring awareness to that. And Skylar Moore should be signed. But this match wasn't a great featuring of her. Big Swole basically hit Dirty Dancing after like a minute and got the victory. There we go. So, then Matt Sydal, try that again, talked about his botch at All Out and that he's okay. Thankfully, he's okay. That looked a little bit dangerous. And he took on Michael Nakazawa because of, slipping off the ropes, baby oil stuff. And Nakazawa sprayed a bunch of baby oil at Matt Sydal during this match and somehow did not get disqualified. Pulled out his jockstrap area, or the jockstrap thong thing, whatever the fuck that was, and tried to choke out Matt Sydal. This is what Matt Sydal signed up for? What the fuck? He then chokes him out with the jock for the win. Sydal gets the victory. Goddamn. Badu versus Eddie Kingston. Badu has some sort of like a little tribal tribute, small statue thing. I'm not that familiar, but good for him if it means something to him. Eddie Kingston hits a back fist and then gets the Kimura for the tap out. And Badu has a good look. Eddie Kingston cuts a promo about Moxley. He says, you were going to scream, I quit, all this stuff. See, everybody's calling me right now. I'm knocking. They're calling me just because they're going to start yelling at me because of all this stuff going on. And he says, I'm going to mess you up and I'm going to, have so much fun doing it, you little bitch. It was good stuff because Eddie talked about how he never tapped out and he was going to get beat and everything. And see, people are still calling. They just won't give up. And Eddie with a good promo, as you would expect. And then Sonny and Janela respond to Kingston. Well, Janela does. They should have let Sonny talk because Janela didn't sound like he understood anything that he was saying. And then we get Captain Shawn Dean versus Angelico with Jack Evans. It was fine. It was fine. Decent submission work. I hope that Shawn Dean gets signed at some point. Twisting ankle lock for the win. And Angelico gets the victory. Lucha Bros with all the goddamn motherfucking pyro in the world for an episode of Dark versus Sonny and Janela. Legit. Janela's, balls, if he had balls, got rocked. That looked really goddamn painful in all seriousness, because Penta hit a leg drop off. Ow, that looked painful. All the other kids and their pumped up kicks, and then we get a stomp package pile driver for 3. So there you go, Lucha Bros won, thank fuck. That's all I gotta say. So anyway, yeah, that's 11 matches in a short time. Agree, disagree, what I said, like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Ritlin. I'll see you soon.